Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with me, Suchitra Rajkumari. The headlines first. Assistant Executive Engineer of Northeastern Frontier Railways alleges Lamsang MLA Soro Khaibam Rajen of slapping him during joint field inspection visit in Lamsang constituency. Joint Administrative Council of all Manipur Trade Unions Council (AMTUK) and all Manipur Government Employees Organization (MGO) appeals for subsidization of airfare operating in and out of Imphal. 63-year-old woman brutally murdered and belongings looted in Nepali-dominated Charhazar in Kangkupi district. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand visits veteran cultural icon Mangi Sija at her residence at Palace Compound to inquire about her health. And now we have the news in detail. An assistant executive engineer of Northeastern Frontier Railways has alleged Lamsang MLA Soro Khaibam Rajen of slapping him during a joint field inspection visit at a location in Lamsang constituency yesterday. Speaking in this regard, the Assistant Executive Engineer Vikas Kumar Meena has accused MLA Rajen of slapping him during an inspection visit of under construction road under bridge that connects Awang Kuno and Salam. He informed that Executive Engineer and Assistant Engineer of Public Health Engineering Department were also present during the inspection. He also alleged that security personnel of the MLA also briefly detained him. While expressing dissatisfaction on the conduct of the MLA, the engineer has also filed a police complaint against the MLA in connection to the incident. On the other hand, Awang Kuno Ibudho Puthiba Development Committee has denied the allegation against MLA Rajen and urged the engineer of Northeastern Frontier Railway to withdraw the police complaint. Speaking to media persons, President of Awang Kuno Ibudho Puthiba Development Committee Soraisam Anganghal said the allegations against the MLA is unfounded and demanded for prompt repair of damages caused by railway project. He maintained that the road under bridge project was started in 2022 and it has not been completed so far. The ongoing project has caused lots of inconveniences to commuters and the water pipeline has been cut off due to this project and nearby villages have been suffering due to this. He further denied any physical assault on the railway engineer by Lamsang MLA.
एजुकेशन ने कॉल किया था, जॉइंट इंस्पेक्शन था हमारा आरयूबी के पास में एक पाइपलाइन को लेके, पीएचईडी का एक पाइपलाइन है उसको लेके कुछ इश्यू था, तो उसके लिए एसडीओ मैम ने मीटिंग रखा था जॉइंट इंस्पेक्शन 2 बजे के करीब मैं वहां पहुंचा था। पहुंचने पे वहां पे पीएचईडी का असिस्टेंट इंजीनियर और एग्जीक्यूटिव इंजीनियर मौजूद थे। हमारा उनसे बातचीत हुआ, मैटर पे डिसाइड किए कि वही लाइन को शिफ्ट करना है, जो लाइन साइड में है उसको आरयूबी से निकालना है। हमारा बातचीत चल ही रहा था, उसी बीच में एमएलए सर राजेंद्र सिंह वहाँ आए। उनके आने पे मैंने उनसे नमस्ते किया। जैसे ही मैं नमस्ते के लिए मैंने नमस्ते किया, उन्होंने मेरे थप्पड़ मार दिया। उसके बाद एक थप्पड़ और दिया, फिर बहसबाजी हुआ, काम आप अच्छे से नहीं करते हो ऐसे कुछ बोला। फिर मेरा कॉलर पकड़ लिया, गर्दन पकड़ लिया।
पाइखलिबा रेलवे प्रोजेक्ट असिगी मसी फावदा थबकसी लोइसनदबदगी मददगी कोई अवांग की प्रजा मयामसिना कंप्लेन तौबदा ngasi डीसी अमदी वाटर सप्लाई की मियोइसिंग लातना येंजनबसिदा कोई रेलवे की कंट्रैक्टर सिंग उनदना ngangnadana तौबदा कोई निंगाई संगदानबा खरा ngangnadana लेबदी लै अदुबु खना चैनबा फुना चैनबा थोकबदी लैते ठिकादार की साइड की खनै चैनै फुई हाइदन सिंबा कंप्लेन तौबसिदी लाली कोई प्रजा लैबा मयामसिन लोइन उबा ngakdani अथुबा मतमदा हारिबा जगा असिदा तौरिबा थबासी मोइन तौरीबसी हंतोक्द्रगदी अखोई प्रजा मयामना हारिबा लंबी सिदा चलिबा गाड़ी नुंगनी पुनमक कोई थिंगनी अदुना मसी निमित मंगानी की मनुंगदा मोइन सेंतोक्तना जगा असिदा हेना फना तुंग कोइना लंबी सि चटपा यानबा अदगी ड्राइवेशन सि फनाबा होनबदा कोई मरी लेनबा अथॉरिटी पुनमकना मतेंग पांगबियु अमसुंग मयाम पुनमकना यंगसेनबियु हाइबसी थमजरी।
एजुकेशन
Joint Administrative Council of all Manipur Trade Unions Council (AMTUK) and all Manipur Government Employees Organization have written to Union Minister of Civil Aviation Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu and Union Minister of State for Civil Aviation Murlidhar Mohol, appealing for subsidization of airfare for flights operating in and out of Imphal. In a letter bearing the signature of its President Rajkumar Basumani Singh, Amtuk and MGO highlighted the turmoil faced by people of Manipur due to the ongoing crisis. It maintained that national highways remained unsafe for people to travel through. National highways remain unsafe for people to travel, and travel through flight remains the only option for Meitei community. While calling the crisis in Manipur an external aggression by immigrants from Myanmar, the two organizations drew attention of center to protect Manipur under Article 355 of the Indian Constitution. It further urged center to provide subsidy on airfare during the crisis situation. On the other hand, the JAC of Manipur Trade Unions Council Amtuk and All Manipur Government Employees Organization have also written to Chief Secretary of Manipur Government stating that the notification issued by Governor to cancel Saturdays as non-working days violates the decision of State Cabinet. While urging for cancellations of the order, the two organizations maintain that Governor is required to act on aid and advice of Council of Ministers and cannot supersede or override the decision of State Cabinet. Manipur Gorkha Welfare Union has strongly condemned the brutal murder of 63-year-old Pushpa Devi, wife of Nakul Podel, originally from Toribari and residing at Char Hazar, who was allegedly hacked to death by unidentified assailants around 10 p.m. on Sunday, with gold, cash and other valuables looted from her residence. Describing the incident as heinous and tragic, the union noted that the victim, who was living with her mentally unstable brother and had no dependents, was particularly vulnerable and said the crime has instilled fear among elderly people living alone while exposing serious lapses in law and order. The union has demanded immediate and thorough investigation, formation of high-level Special Investigation Team (SIT), swift identification and arrest of the culprits and exemplary punishment for those responsible, while also urging authorities to enhance patrolling and security measures to protect vulnerable citizens and calling on the public to maintain peace as it expressed solidarity with the bereaved family. Yumnam Khemchan Singh visited veteran cultural icon Mangi Sija at her residence at Palace Compound to inquire about her health. Mangi Sija, who recently celebrated her 101st birth anniversary, has been bedridden since suffering a stroke in November of last year. A fellow of Manipur State Kala Academy, she has been associated with Sri Sri Govindaji Temple for over 75 years and is regarded as an authority on its rituals and practices. She was among the first women to join Manipur's theatre movement and was also a noted singer, having performed in Ras Leelas at the temple as a Sutradhari from 1940s until 2019. The Chief Minister wished her speedy recovery and a long life. During the visit, he also met her daughter, R.K. Amusana, a pioneer in women's football, and her sons, R.K. Manisana, a former bureaucrat and sports administrator, and R.K. Nimai, retired civil servant and noted public intellectual. Manipur Deputy Chief Minister Nemcha Kipgen led a grand victory feast at BJP Sadar Hills office in Kangpokpi district to celebrate BJP's electoral successes in Assam, West Bengal and Puducherry. The event was attended by senior leaders and party workers in a jubilant atmosphere. Addressing the gathering, Nemcha Kipgen hailed the results as decisive mandate for development and strong leadership under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, stating that the victories reflect people's rejection of divisive politics and endorsement of performance-driven governance, while also congratulating BJP National President Nitin Nabin and praising grassroots workers for their contribution. The program concluded with enthusiastic slogan raising and renewed pledge by party leaders and karyakartas to strengthen the party's base at grassroots level. Secretary of Riha Village, Ninglum Mungva, has urged government to ensure the return of peace in his village and surrounding areas, as farmers cannot access to their farmlands due to prevailing tension between Tangkhul and Kuki communities. Ninglun Mungva was speaking on the sideline of a relief assistance function which was attended by Chief of Riha Village, Wunganing Mahung, President of Thongju Sporting Club, Namairakpam Chingkai, Chairman of South Tangkhul Union, Augustine Kasung, and President of Namairakpam Laikai Apunba Maira Paibi, Thaudam Inaucha. The relief items were provided by local clubs, Maira Paibi organizations in Thongju, Kakwa, Herangoi Thong, Wangkai, Khurai, and individuals from valley districts to villagers of Riha Village, located at Phungyar subdivision of Kamjong district. Speaking on the sideline, Ninglum Mungba said his village has been affected by construction of dam and the sufferings have been exacerbated by the ongoing conflict between Kukis and the Tangkhul. Villagers are facing problems in accessing their farm and roads. While expressing disappointment on alleged biased attitude of security forces, he appealed to government to bring a lasting solution at the earliest so that villagers can resume their normal activities.
Kuki ga Tangkhul ga irang thok di besina ko Riha khun sidi leiriba yumpham sidi only 30% kumbane 70% sidi thobal na effect tawgiba turen chi lalaga chingom da ko insang napi tharaga pamlo uraga adudegi senthoksi thopane ba hujikti chingom su chatpa yadre economically ekhoi awa busu phangi ekhoi lambi si chatpa yadabni na ekhoi awa na si hana freely chatpa yabadu tawba yaba activities mayam hujikti ekhoi tawba ngamdre Manipur state government na haining budi ko ekhoi facility leitana ekhoi fazana ko PC pro khanbiyo.
Meanwhile, President of Thongju Sporting Club, Namairakpam Chingkai, stressed on the need for all indigenous communities to unite so that they can face the common challenges. He also emphasized on the need to help each other in this time of crisis. On the other hand, Tangkhul Naga as Longpang of Southern Tangkhul Naga Union has thanked all organizations and clubs for extending relief items.
Tangkhul mitai hai sidi thadok na ba yaroi da ba pai pu haktak tagi lera ba ekhoi sidi I bari jikti ekhoi amato ina punsin bagi matam du oirak panina ekhoi punsin na bagi khongthang amasu thangjan jarak pani ekhoi na piram da ba sidi tumda la kador bi sai su sidi tungi miron sidi tungi miron sidi ekhoi da king chipa khunai ama yekna ba yaw ta ba makhoi bu safety feel ta hona ba adu ekhoi gi mayam se punna hingna bagi tambiram ba khunai ama semina ram se.
Manipurima has demanded that the National Register of Citizens (NRC) be implemented in the state before the commencement of census operations. In a statement issued by its media coordinator Soro Khaibam Shantikumar Maitai, the organization welcomed the state government's decision to form a committee to oversee NRC-related work. However, he emphasized that the public's aspiration is for a full implementation of the NRC rather than a mere update. The organization also addressed recent comments made by Lok Sabha MP Dr. Angomcha Bimol Akoijam regarding the NRC, questioning whether the statements were made with full knowledge of the facts. Urging the MP to avoid speaking on assumptions, Manipur Ima pointed out that the relevant details are already clearly outlined in the official gazette. The organization further called upon the government to ensure that NRC deliberations are conducted in consultation with subject matter experts. Regarding the suspension of Operations SUPACT, the organization cited specific clauses that vow to protect the territorial integrity of Manipur and expressed strong opposition to any discussions concerning separate administration or union territory during talks between KNO, UPF, and central government. Manipurima also urged the government to monitor these negotiations closely and called for CSOs to adopt a unified stance on social causes. Now, unidentified miscreants have left a hand grenade and fired shots at the residential gate of a doctor named Salam Arbind, located at Langjing Achauba Maning Laikai under Lamphel police station last night. The incident occurred around 8 p.m. last night. According to family members, they have not received any threats or monetary demands before the attack of last night. A case has been registered into the incident at the nearest police station. Meanwhile, Langjing Achauba Punba Club and Mairapai Bilup took out a sit-in to protest against a gun attack. Speaking on the sidelines, Bilashini, a protester, condemned the terrorizing incident at residential areas while highlighting the possible danger posed by such bomb attacks. She further demanded clarification from people who committed such acts while also stressing on the need to resolve any differences through dialogue.
Yumnak bom lang talaga yung angang masa lady ahal lady aki khang tujung hamje tawbiba kaigumba bom ji lang thalaga boy taliba dabi phangdori bra mi halabi phangdori bra kaigumba marang kharagi singongna tanjapi dana yumnak bom lang thalamba numai ka thalam basi yaningte dimal amagi bora ma labis na taba kaigumba bora magi xy kan amta lamba na triba sida khoi gi laiba bom dana kaigumba pokhai haude phen pokhai maga dimi asim sim na thokani khoina hajan badi xy kana gumba thangsa ma oisono boko kaigumba tawning ba boina langsan boko lega ju singdong tan bagi tanja ma pi bana tan heta kuta khula em pa bani khoi ngam bane na sumba taw bose kaigumba ma siawo le china asengba singda bako hiti bhari thole thokba sai jane asengba oiraga su singdo su thadi masida bom thanben no ka salam je akoi party na ma gisima yaning je habado adu mas singdo piro.
Meanwhile, EYDC and Iroi Semba Punba Mairapai Bilup took out a sit-in protest against the bomb attack at the residence of one Kumbong Mayum Rupchandra of Iroi Semba Mamang last night. The explosion took place at around 10:15 p.m. last night. Speaking on the sideline, President of Iroi Semba Punba Mairapai Bilup, T.H. Indrapati, condemned the bomb attack at residential areas while questioning who will take responsibility if there were casualties in the explosion. While appealing for dialogue before engaging in such violent activities, Indrapati appealed people not to carry out such terrorizing actions at residential areas.
Rupachandra gi yumjida numidang pung taraga mini manga taba matamda magi thongan jida ge sida khogi bom pokhai halami thamami ba bom je masida aso apan asi ana yauradi yamna laibak thiba thodo ama thokani aduna hari ba thamami ba bom asi kanana tawiramino haibado mayang khangna singdo piro haina khoina haijari amu hana bom je dumlakta pokhai halamba thodo se thon biganu kanano haibado ju mayek senam paja mayang khangna singdo piro isa isa unaraga wari chana biraga kari lege kaidoge haibado khangan janingi.
Now, one-day national workshop on research methodology was jointly organized by Department of Home Sciences, GP Women's College, and Dhanamanjuri University in collaboration with GP Women's College at the Library Hall of GP Women's College today. Speaking in the program, Associate Professor of Department of Management, Northeastern Hill University, Dr. Sunildro L.S. Akoijam, stressed the need to understand research methodology as dissertation components have been included in curriculum after implementation of NEP 2020, and one-day workshop aims to equip students with knowledge of research methodology. In the program, Dr. Sunildro spoke on how to write research proposal and research report, while retired professor and head of Department of Biostatistics, RIMS, R.K. Narendra, spoke on calculations of sample size in research.
NEP 2020 easy program easy program reservation haiba component ma hapsal president sai research methodology also market basic foundation gi tham bai sem tangai ma oire compulsory component ni aura bina basi complete tong no ga yamna tangai khana ma basic sing tham ma darkar hoy.
Kanglaipak Minority Welfare Organization KMWO Manipur has urged the state government to urgently fill required teachers at Khelakong Kongjil High Madrasa an institution run by Waqf Board. The organization asserted that their volunteers found a severe shortage of manpower during inspection today, noting that only 27 teachers are currently available to instruct over 700 students ranging from nursery to class 10. It further maintained that the school is functioning with 5 non-teaching staff members and has been forced to hire 5 additional private teachers to manage the large number of students. While commending the Waqf Board for providing students with free textbooks and uniforms, KMWO emphasized that the school also requires immediate room extensions. The organization stated that it will launch democratic forms of education if the government does not address these infrastructure and staffing demands at the earliest.
Ana Waqf Board Secretary asigi recruitment process cabinet na pass tong duna lai graba adu ngasi do bodi ai thabu asi kawgani haina ani ro ma chathra ma wasu mapung phara process reason dibase asigi pali balai ba honorable pabung kemchangi kuning chinchinjari madudi Waqf Board ki Sing awat pa lau da sing athuba matam da process to biragadi Waqf Board ki makha da lai ba school sing asi Manipuri ya na tang na badal lamoina safal kani hai masi lokasin tha da thamle.
We'll be right back after a short break.
Saklon katpa konjengmam sagai khangan ba yek salagi apokpa ira thomi thoram metha asgi lakliba tang bapan kalangi kuni thoni panba thangjanamita Imphal West District ki Kodompopi mamang laikai da pangthok saragani thoram masida sagai asigi ahallaman amadi khwaipumna makna saruk yabirana ba nolungna paujel pijari.
Saint Xavier School, Langol Sinjariba, second Infraction West Inter-School Spelling Bee Competition 2026 ki first round, semi-final, amasung final, matang shit na megitang taramari, tara tarit amasung taramapanda, school asimak na pangtok lagani. Spelling Bee Competition asigi, laigadawa category sing amasung class singdi, category A, class 2 to 4, category B, class 5 to 7, category C, class 8 to 10. Angang singi knowledge amasung word power inculcate tawna bagidamag sinjariba competition asida saruk yanana ba Imphal West Lady School singi authority na category kudingmaki angang amamam nominate tawbirak na bakanganjari competition asigi thamjariba fabulous prize singdi first prize lupali singtara second prize lupali sing mga matang shit na amadi memento amasung certificate sing form thajin bagi aroi betarik megitang taret English ani kuntaruk aku pamarol gidamag Bijariba number sing asida contact of you.
Welcome back. Thadawinpi Manipur TIM has called for immediate, decisive and inclusive action to restore peace in the state, submitting a memorandum to Chief Minister Yumnam Kimjan on the occasion of 3rd Manipur Peace Day 2026. In a media release issued from Imphal, TIM stressed the need for structured and inclusive dialogue involving all 36-plus communities with due recognition of legitimate representatives while questioning lack of broad-based engagement despite government's emphasis on dialogue. The body urged creation of platforms for community-to-community interaction to promote reconciliation and reduce mistrust. It further demanded firm action against NTP's elements, stating that such forces must be identified, contained, and collectively opposed without compromise. Highlighting concerns over selective engagement, restrictions on civilian movement, and gaps in governance and law enforcement, TIM called for urgent policy review and proposed 5-point roadmap, including equal enforcement of rule of law and safeguarding free movement for all citizens. Reiterating that dialogue must be transparent, comprehensive, and unbiased, TIM also expressed gratitude to Thado communities and churches worldwide for observing the day in solidarity with prayers for peace, while asserting that the time for statements has passed and decisive action ensuring justice, inclusivity, and accountability is now essential for lasting peace in Manipur. Now, amid the ongoing tensions and violence in Manipur, a strong appeal has been made by Fellowship of Naga Baptist Associations, FNBA, urging immediate cessation of hostilities and initiation of meaningful dialogue among affected communities. In a joint statement, FNBA leaders, including President Reverend Visor H. Zeliang, General Secretary Reverend H. Gideon, and Recording Secretary Reverend P. James, called upon Kuki and Naga communities to exercise restraint and commit to peace. The statement highlighted the immense suffering, loss, and uncertainty faced by families due to continued violence, cautioning that further confrontation would only deepen divisions and delay prospects for lasting peace. Emphasizing the importance of collective responsibility, FNBA urged community leaders, civil society organizations, church bodies, and individuals to take proactive steps towards de-escalation and restoration of normalcy. Stressing that dialogue remains the only viable path forward, the leaders called for sincere and constructive engagement to address grievances and work towards mutually acceptable solutions. Grounded in Christian values, the appeal emphasized the need for reconciliation, unity, and respect for sanctity of life, urging all sections to rise above anger and mistrust and choose the path of peace. Members of Nonay District Working Journalists Union called on newly posted Nonay Superintendent of Police, Divya, at her office chamber and extended a warm welcome. During the courtesy meeting, members of Nonay District Working Journalists Union expressed hope for continued cooperation and coordination between the media and the police. Both sides highlighted the importance of transparency, public safety, and responsible reporting in serving the public interest. Nonay District Working Journalists Union, which was formed in December of 2021, was affiliated with the All Manipur Working Journalists Union, AMJU, reiterated its commitment to upholding journalistic ethics while supporting the district administration in maintaining peace and promoting development. The union also placed on record its appreciation for the outgoing SP's efforts in maintaining law and order and ensuring peace in the district. A 3-day training program on hospitality, tourist guide, and nature guide management kicked off today at Chandel Christian Hall, Chandel. The inaugural function of the training program, organized by the DFO Chandel under the Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance RAMP scheme, was attended by DC Chandel Hemant Kumar, DFO Chandel Dr. N. Munal, Maha Area Naga Chiefs Association Chairman J.S. Angam, and Chief Trainer Erlis Dilbung. During the event, DFO Munal highlighted that the Chandel Forest Division has already trained approximately 350 local youths in various aspects of ecotourism to foster entrepreneurship. He credited the RAMP scheme for supporting 6.2 crore registered MSMEs, which together employ a huge portion of the country's workforce. He also said that 34,300 MSMEs are being registered under the scheme in the state, supporting nearly 1 lakh individuals. The DFO called on young people to leverage these resources for building sustainable careers. Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor N. Lokendra has officially released the NSS newsletter Volume 1 Issue 1 today. The event held at the office of the Vice Chancellor was also attended by NSS Program Coordinator Professor L. Santosh Singh and various NSS program officers, including Dr. K. Hera Chandra, Unit 1, and Dr. N. Suraj, Unit 3. In his speech, the VC commended the NSS cell for its dedicated efforts in launching the publication. He further expressed confidence that the newsletter will inspire greater excellence and participation in social service activities. Highlighting the project's significance, NSS Cell Manipur University Program Coordinator Professor L. Santosh Singh described the monthly publication as a landmark initiative, the first of its kind in Northeast India. He emphasized that the newsletter would serve as a vital platform for documentation and accountability, showcasing the societal impact of NSS volunteers while outlining the scheme's visionary future goals. Now, NCC Fraternity of Manipur has expressed satisfaction over the achievement of NCC cadets from Manipur at the NCC Northeastern Region Annual Awards 2026 held on May 5th in Shillong, where awards were presented by Meghalaya's Sports Minister Wailadmiki Shila and Major General Anurag Vij. In a press release, Commanding Officer of 1st Manipur Air Squadron NCC Imphal Wing Commander Muttum Sandeep Singh informed that the First Officer Bhagya Chandra Singh of 14 Manipur Battalion was named the Best Male Associate NCC Officer of the Northeastern Region, while the Second Officer Hari Krishna Khundrakpam of 1st Manipur Air Squadron and Second Officer Thokchom Prabha Devi of 14 Manipur Battalion were recognized as the Best Male and Female Associate NCC Officers of Manipur, respectively. In the cadet categories, CUO Konsam Moram Maitai of 1st Manipur Air Squadron earned the Best Senior Division Cadet title, and Suo Laitanthem Chandra Devi SUO Laitanthem Chanchan Devi of 65 Manipur Girls Battalion was awarded Best Senior Wing Cadet of Manipur. It further maintained that DM University of Science was declared the overall best college, and Ningthau Higher Secondary School was named the overall best school in Manipur. Indian Army's Red Shield Division, under the aegis of Sphere Corps, commemorated first anniversary of Operation Sindoor by organizing an outreach program at Cornerstone Mission School in Kangpokpi today. The commemoration was held with an objective to promote national awareness among students, comprising interactive sessions which highlighted objectives and main events of the operation, along with presentation that promoted sense of pride and understanding among the young participants. Students were also sensitized on information warfare and their role as responsible information warriors in safeguarding national interests. The program witnessed enthusiastic participation from students and successfully reinforced sense of responsibility while strengthening Army-community relations. Super 50 Now, Indian Army's Super 50 initiative has announced admission for its 5th batch, offering 12 months of free residential coaching to meritorious students of Manipur for competitive examinations including IITG, NEET, ICAR, NEST, NISER, IISER, and CUET-UG. Supported by SBI Foundation and IEDO, the selection process will begin with written examinations scheduled on May 9th at Jawahar Novodaya Vidyalaya, Bisnupur, comprising 40 questions from physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics based on class 11 and 12 syllabus with a 4+ and +4, -1 marking scheme. Candidates who have appeared or passed class 12 with a minimum of 55% marks are eligible to apply, and shortlisted candidates will undergo psychological screening and personal interviews. The program aims to uplift talented youths, particularly from disadvantaged backgrounds, by providing quality education, expert mentorship, modern facilities, and holistic development under the guidance of the Indian Army. Now, locals at Haigel Tongranbi in Imphal West rescued 2 stray hog deer today and ensured their safe return to the wild. The rescue began early this morning when 2 residents, namely Thaudam Boicha and Sagolsem Dinesh, spotted the deer within the residential area. While they managed to secure one immediately, the second deer fled towards Uchiwa Santel, crossing the Imphal River before being intercepted by members of the Pole Star Club and other local volunteers. The deer were handed over to the Unique Wildlife Protection Committee Manipur, where they received essential first aid. Following a coordinated effort involving officials from the Mayang Imphal Forest Beat Office, the Kakching Range Forest, and Kaibul Lamjao National Park Range 2, the animals were transported to Kaibul Lamjao National Park and were successfully released back into their natural habitat around 10 a.m. Moving on to sports. Nelsie Rose Saikom of Manipur has bagged a silver medal at recently concluded Bangkok Open Fencing 2026, which was held at iconic Icon Siam in Bangkok. About 1,200 fencers from 21 countries took part in the competition. It may be mentioned that Nelsie Rose is the daughter of Saikom Manao and Saikom Ongbi Indrani Devi of Kangabok Makha Lekai. Before this, Nelsie Rose has also bagged medals in various events. And Manipur has defeated Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu by 7-0 in the ongoing Swami Vivekananda Under-20 Men's National Football Championship 2026 being played at Ramakrishna Mission Ashram Ground in Chhattisgarh's Narayanpur. In Group B's encounter, Manipur thrashed its opponent through a hat-trick scored by Salam Swami Chandra in the first half, and 1 goal each from Chanamakas, Guitauba Sagon Duimai, Wahengbam Jack, and Kundongbam Carlos. Manipur will face Chhattisgarh in the last league match on May 6th. Moving on to weather report. According to Meteorological Department, Meteorological Center Imphal, thunderstorm is likely in all districts of Manipur. Based on its report, the condition might be experienced in Tamenglong, Senapati, Jiribam, None, and Farzol districts as well. Meanwhile, ICAR Regional Center Lamphel states maximum temperature was recorded at 29.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 18.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 96% in the morning and 56% in the evening. Imphal received maximum rainfall of 0.3 millimeters in the last 24 hours. And now, before we wrap up, we'll look at the headlines once again. Assistant Executive Engineer of Northeastern Frontier Railways alleges Lamsang MLA Sorokhaibam Rajan of slapping him during joint field inspection visit in Lamsang constituency. Joint Administrative Council of All Manipur Trade Unions Council (AMTUK) and All Manipur Government Employees Organization (MGO) appealed for subsidization of airfare operating in and out of Imphal. 63-year-old woman brutally murdered and belongings looted in Nepali-dominated 4000 in Kangpokpi district. And Chief Minister Imnam Khimchan visits veteran cultural icon Mangi Sija at a residence at Palace Compound to inquire about her health. And that is all the news we have for now. More news coming up at 8. Keep watching SKTV News.